If you really want to learn how to lead or follow or improve your existing levels, this is the video for you, and it's all coming up.
There's a wind and it's blowing. There's a current that's running deep. I can't see, but I know it. That something's not what it's meant to be. Hearing brother against brother now. Anger grows on.
Hey everyone, I'm Aldon, creator of Dance Systems Method, which is a learning system that enables anyone to learn partner dance no matter your level of skill or experience and have a lot of fun along the way. So many clients always ask me the same question: how on earth do I learn to lead and follow? What's the magic to it? Well, I must tell you, there is a little bit of magic to it. And I'm going to share that with you through the Dance Systems Method. This method comprises 3 parts, which I'm going to run through right now. And then I'm going to finish off with an extra bonus tip that really helps bring those 3 concepts together. Looking good in dance is all about lines. And to have good lines and to achieve good lines, you need to have a good posture. But in partner dance, we go a step further because I believe that partner dance also needs to feel good to both yourself and your partner. And in order to achieve that, posture is important. With posture, there's just 3 things I want you to remember. Let me step you through them. First things first. Number 1, shoulders back. Step number 2, shoulders down. And step number 3, I want you to engage your lats. That will get you into the correct position. So I also just wanted to say, I'm not tensing anything else in my body. It is just my lats at this stage, just enough to hold my frame. So let me run through this with Carmi. Okay, so step number 1, let's roll those shoulders back. Now roll the shoulders down. Okay, now you want to engage your lats over there. Please just be aware of the difference between engaging your lats and pushing your chest forward. So we're not trying to push the chest forward, we're just engaging the lats. And that gives you a much more natural feeling rather than there. It just brings it into a much more natural posture. So it's going to be shoulders back, shoulders down, and engage your lats. Relax everything else. Okay, hold the lats. So we go again, shoulders back, shoulders down, engage the lats. Relax everything else. Shoulders back, shoulders down, engage the lats, hold everything else. Okay, so let's turn back to back. So here we go. So shoulders back, shoulders down, engage the lats. Bring it up. Again. So here we go. So shoulders back, shoulders down, engage the lats. And one more time. Shoulders back, shoulders down, engage the lats, and relax everything else. Now that you've got your posture sorted, we're going to discuss the next concept, which is one of the best kept secrets in partner dance. This is dancer's pressure. The best way to explain this is, well, let me show you on the dance floor. Okay, so dance pressure. I'd love to explain a few concepts with you about dance pressure, and it's one of the things that are actually sort of invisible, maybe to the eye or to the audience, but everything in dance. So let me talk about positive and negative dance pressure. Positive pressure is me pushing towards Carmi. That would be a positive pressure. And negative pressure would be me retracting my hands away. That would be negative. So I want to talk to you about positive pressure and negative pressure. Before we get into it, I also wanted to say, please, when we exert pressure, it's not just the arms. I'm actually using my lats to do this. So the idea is the more I can use the lats, the more precise I can be with my actual dance pressure. Just using arms is quite cumbersome and much less precise. And also, you get tired, especially if you're dancing through the evening. Okay. So the whole idea is I'm using my lats to exert that pressure, and I'm being very precise and gentle. Also with the dance pressure, what I wanted to say is please just have a look at Carmi's arm. So what she's doing is she's using the elbow just to absorb the pressure. So it should never be a jerky, forceful movement, but quite a soft, precise movement. So let's start with our dance pressure. So I'm going to push forward, and Carmi's going to give it back to me. I'm going to push forward and give it back to me. Now, the whole thing about dance is there needs to be an equal flow of positive and negative pressure. And the whole idea is if this is the center of us, if I give a positive pressure, I would expect Carmi, my follower, to give me back that same pressure so that we maintain the equilibrium, the balance. Alternatively, if I want to do a negative pressure, she would then give me the positive pressure, and then I can always bring it back to center. So the whole thing about dance is that we are always giving impulses of a positive and negative pressure, but always looking for that equilibrium. So please don't forget to follow along with our dance pressure follow along piece. That will really help get this concept in.
There's a wind and it's blowing. There's a current that's running deep. I can't see, but I know it. That something's not what it's meant to be. Hearing brother against brother now. Anger grows on divided ground. Sometimes I think that I lost the sound of the calm inside of me. I wanna see love make a comeback. I wanna feel hope when it runs out. I want to see everybody joining in until kindness wins again. I need to know peace is not defeated. I need to know hate won't bring us freedom. It doesn't matter where you've been, we'll see kindness win again.
The third concept that I would like to discuss with you before the bonus section is dance hold. We're going to break down the 3 different types of dance holds. We're going to talk about our training hold, we're going to talk about our partner hold, and we're going to talk about our close hold. Now, each of these holds has their own application and time to use. So let's have a look at them. If we start off with training hold, so this is a great way to start to learn basic steps and to understand distancing in particular. So with our training hold, please, if you just raise your palms, just like we were doing on our dance pressure exercises, and literally just cup your hands a little bit. So the idea is you can still do your dance pressure, but you have, with your arms sort of bent naturally at your sides, you have this amount of space between you and your partner. Now, just to get it working a little bit, all I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate my impulse and my dance pressure and just step forward. 1, Carmi steps back, 2, and 3. I'm going to use my negative pressure to bring her back the other way. So let's just try this again. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Things I wanted to point out. Notice, again, I'm using my lats to initiate this training hold. I'm not pushing with the arms. I also wanted to say, as soon as you start to push with the arms, look, you're going to start to make your partner pitch backwards and forwards. Not a good look. So always just nice and gentle and precise. So one more time, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. So now we've got training sorted out. Let's talk about the actual partner hold. So if we start with our hands by our sides, first thing as far as the lead is concerned, we're going to offer with the left hand, and your partner will respond with the right hand. Again, the grip, just nice and gentle and natural. So that would be just cupping the hand slightly and then just closing gently with the fingertips. Please, no bone crushes here. Just nice and gentle on the hand. Notice we are not pushing away on the elbows. We're just leaving the elbows naturally by the side. So again, I'm not squeezing it in and I'm not going out. Perhaps we can also just turn through so you can see it from this angle. So notice just a little bit of a gap between the elbow and the side, and exactly the same as the lead is concerned. Please also have a look at the hand position. Whole thing about partner dance is to make your partner look exceptionally good. Great tip for the leads. And in order to do that, to get a really nice line, what I wanted to do is just make sure your partner's knuckles are perhaps in line or slightly above the shoulder line. So really we want to get away from that, and we want to get away from sort of down here. So just a nice natural position. So please be aware of your partner's height in this situation. Okay, so now that we've got our hand and height sorted out, as well as the elbow distance, next thing I wanted to do is take my right hand and bring it around. Now look what happens. Your partner needs to respond by placing her hand, yes, around the back, and I'll turn in a second for you to see it. Please note the hand position as well. So we're just going to use just a hand position just around, just a little bit lower than the shoulder blade. Notice I'm not going all the way around here, and I'm not on his side. I'm literally just a little bit inward. There we go. Let's talk about finger pressure. So in order to do this, just a little bit of finger pressure, pressing in with your partner so that she can just feel it. Please, not too much. And please, leads, also just remember that your partner will definitely feel a little bit of pressure as opposed to a lot. So again, just light finger pressure so that she can actually feel it. Okay, so let me turn through this way. So as far as the follow is concerned, can you see she's placed her hand exactly on the same place on my back? And I wanted to talk about the inward pressure as well on the elbow. So if we look at the elbow side of it, so Carmi is pressing inwards and not downwards. Guys, I can't tell you what a key point this is for a number of reasons. Number one, if you're pressing down, this is what tends to happen. We're going to break our posture. And also, it becomes really heavy for the lead. So the whole idea is to be an incredibly light lead and follow. So by exerting an inward pressure towards me, we are able to have that connection. I wanted to talk about two connection points in particular with partner hold. One will be the connection on the elbow, which is here, and the second connection point is on the fingertips. So we have two connection points here. Of course, the third will be with this hand, with my left hand, but notice this is more for show than anything. And we'll talk a little bit later about the actual lead. We'll go into more details in other clips about exactly how to do that. But the feeling of this should be incredibly light, but precise. And as I start to move, notice Carmi just responds in exactly the same way. So that is our partner hold out the way. Now let's talk about closed hold. So for closed hold, we're going to use a very, very similar approach. So for closed hold, I'm going to bring my arms up and wait for Carmi to clear. I'm just going to step forward. Now notice my foot position as well. My right foot is in between Carmi's feet. Okay, we're not going to go toe to toe. Danger territory. We're literally just going to step my right foot in between her feet. So even though we're dancing a little bit offset, it wouldn't look like it from if the audience was watching or people watching. It looks like we are chest to chest, which we are, but our feet are slightly offset. Okay. And it's just a little bit more forgiving. So that would be our first thing. So if we start with our hands down by our sides again, I would just bring my hands around, and there, Carmi just responds in exactly the same way. Now, in terms of the distancing between it, it's almost just like your shirt. So we're not having a heavy connection. It's just an incredibly light connection over here. Some points to remember: please don't flare the elbows. This is really not what we're looking for. And what I would say, in order to also stop that, please, the follower, don't forget to exert the inward pressure on both of the elbows, because if you don't, this often leads to this flapping. So the whole idea is, remember, follows the inward pressure. So the lead has got the pressure on the elbows, and this would be our closed hold. Again, you would see how it works here. If I just turn it through, you'd see how this works here again. This would be a shoulder roll, for example. And we'll turn one more time. So there it would be again. So again, hands in exactly the same position and a nice and natural stance.
There's a wind and it's blowing. There's a current that's running deep. I can't see, but I know it. That something's not what it's meant to be. Hearing brother against brother now. Anger grows on divided ground. Sometimes I think that I lost the sound of the calm inside of me. I wanna see love make a comeback. I wanna feel hope when it runs out. I want to see everybody joining in until kindness wins again. I need to know peace is not defeated. I need to know hate won't bring us freedom. It doesn't matter where you've been. We'll see kindness win again.
Now for the bonus tip. Please carry your own weight when partner dancing. This makes it so much more enjoyable for your partner in particular, as well as, of course, will make you look better in the dance too. So, by carrying your own weight, please, you have this effortless look as you move. Yeah. So, to carry this weight, what I'm doing is I'm using my posture and my frame in particular, engaging my lats, and through my legs, I'm using my calves. So, okay. As far as the follow is concerned, and there will be a lot of content coming out on how to be a light follow. Okay. But the lighter the follow, of course, the more pleasurable the dance experience is for the lead. I hope you've enjoyed my content, and there is so much more to come. Please remember, Dance Systems Method is for anyone to learn to dance, no matter what your skill level or experience is. So please, like the content, subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you never miss out on any of the latest content that's coming out.